Okay, guys, let's quickly look at the relevance of citric acid cycle to the metabolism of macromolecules like what carbohydrate. Okay, so the way I'll be naming this video just be relevance of citric acid cycle to the metabolism of carbohydrates. Simple like that. Because normally people just know carbohydrate metabolism to just be associated with glycolysis, but it's more than that. Okay, um, some some of these cycles they actually have a link. All right, like let me say for the pyruvate produced in glycolysis has a link to the citric acid cycle, and that's basically what we'll be talking about. All right, so for the definition, let me get my pen. We said that the citric acid cycle is also known as a Krebs cycle or the TCA cycle, as a tricarboxylic acid cycle. It's actually central to the metabolism of macromolecules such as what carbohydrates, proteins, and fat. All right. So this is an introduction to your answer before you always answer is very important. Okay. So here is why it is actually crucial for carbohydrate metabolism. First of all, there is a conversion of the pyruvate that is formed in glycolysis to acetyl-CoA. Okay, so this is acetyl-CoA, and the acetyl-CoA is actually what? As a result of conversion of pyruvate that is formed in glycolysis. So carbohydrates are broken down into glucose, and this glucose is further broken down through glycolysis to produce what? Pyruvate. Okay, so this pyruvate is then converted to acetyl-CoA, and the acetyl-CoA is actually the entry molecule for citric acid cycle. So the whole thing is, without carbohydrate, citric acid cycle will not really be a thing, all right, because there will be no acetyl-CoA. All right, so next one now, there's energy production. In the citric acid cycle, the acetyl-CoA undergoes a series of enzyme-catalyzed reactions, which we have here, right? So in the reactions, you can see NADH, blah 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 blah, lots of energy productions, right? So these reactions produce high energy electron carriers like what? NADH and FADH₂, all right? And also small amount of ATP is produced, right? So these electron carriers are crucial for electron transport chain. You know, the NADH and the FADH₂ are the electron donors in electron transport chain. All right. So they are actually they are crucial for electron transport chain, where the majority of ATP is generated through oxidative phosphorylation. Okay. Then metabolic integration. Citric acid cycle integrates the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. All right. So intermediates of the cycle can be used to synthesize glucose, which is gluconeogenesis, can be used to synthesize fatty acid, which is what? Lipogenesis, and can be used to synthesize what? Amino acid. So this interconnection allows for flexibility and adaptability of our cellular metabolism to varying energy demands and nutrient availability. So the thing is, sometimes even if you don't have fats, energy can still be developed or generated. If you don't have enough carbohydrates, energy will still be generated and all of that, right? So it's because of the way these cycles are linked. Right? So by serving as a hub for these metabolic processes, the citric acid cycle actually ensures efficient and balanced production of energy, making it indispensable for what? Cellular function and survival. All right. So that's the relevance of what? Citric acid cycle to the metabolism of carbohydrates.